Elon Musk has been asked, is he going to go after Uber with Tesla? And Musk's answer? Obviously. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and I have not read this article. We are going to read together, but Tesla is a very interesting player in the automobile world. It's kind of always been questionable whether or not the company would survive. It's gone through times of immense wealth and prosperity and times of almost verging on bankruptcy. It has a CEO who is brilliant and out to change the world, and people love him. And at the same time, he is undeniably a crazy SOB who says really strange things on Twitter and sells things like flamethrowers on the side. Tesla is a fun company to talk about, and I wish we talked about them more. But I've never been able to really figure out exactly how we're going to do it, aside from that time when they basically said that rideshare people could no longer use the charging stations. Well, we have an article where Tesla is, or at least Elon Musk is teasing, they're going to take on Uber. How are they going to do that? I don't know. I haven't read the article. Let's read the article and find out. So, on a third quarter earnings call, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the company obviously plans to jump into ride-hailing in the era of self-driving cars. So we're talking about self-driving cars here. Tesla will operate its own ride-hailing services and compete directly with Uber and Lyft, obviously, Musk said. Tesla's platform, which is not yet operational, will give consumers the ability to offer their car, add, or subtract to the fleet at will, Musk said. Tesla plans to run a company-owned fleet of autonomous vehicles to pick up passengers wherever or whenever there are not enough consumer cars, or customer cars, I should say, to be lent out, he said, comparing the service to the peer-to-peer lodgings business of Airbnb, which, that's a strange comparison, but okay. Tesla, along with the rest of the automotive industry, is racing to develop true self-driving capabilities for its vehicles that go well beyond the company's current autopilot offering. Today's autopilot is a driver assistance system that can handle some driving tasks but requires drivers to keep their hands on the wheel at all time, which in my opinion means you might as well not have it at all. As someone who drives cars, some people argue, well, are you going to make that argument for people like if, you know, the transmission is automatic that you shouldn't? No, because you're still steering it yourself, obviously. The assistance mode, it's like when people turn on the assistance mode with a Tesla, and this is why there's been accidents with it, it's basically driving the car itself, but you can't take your wheel off, but you're not engaged with the road. So in my opinion, the assistance program is something that they should totally kill until it's ready for prime time. But that's just me. In the second quarter of 2018, Tesla announced that it was developing its own chips to increase the capacity of the computer that enables autopilot features in its vehicle. Tesla sells a full self-driving option to customers who are willing to pay now and wait, but the option is off menu and not listed on the car company's website. While full self-driving tech is still in development, Tesla's newest autopilot navigate features will enable drivers to automatically change lanes, handle forks in the roads, and take highway exits along a planned route, according to Tesla VP of Engineering Stuart Bowers, who spoke on the third quarter earnings call alongside Musk. Both Uber and Lyft are expected to go public potentially next year. So let's talk about this, because now that I've read it, this is not the big deal we think it is. I know I said that before, but here's the thing. Do you know how many companies have announced that they're getting into ride sharing? GM, Toyota, Ford, Tesla, I think Chevron, BMW. BMW actually does have a working ride sharing network. It's just you are employees for that company, not independent contractors. But out of all the companies out there who said that they are going to enter this supposedly very lucrative market that Uber and Lyft have yet to actually profit off of, none of them have actually gone to it except for BMW, because like, oh, we want the self-driving cars. We want that to be a thing. So here's the thing that I'm telling people. Until they actually have those self-driving cars on the road, until the service is actually functioning, this is all smoke and mirrors. We still don't know if self-driving cars are in the next couple of years or not. What Elon Musk is saying right now is that, yes, when we make these cars, and I mean, if anyone can actually make them, I think Tesla could definitely crack that code. But will anyone be able to afford them? Because that's the funny thing. A little side note with Tesla. Personal opinion, of course. I love Tesla. I would want a Tesla. But here's the irony about Tesla cars. They were made to help out the environment and to help poor people who could no longer afford gas. The way Teslas are sold, the prices that they're sold at, the very people these cars were made to help cannot afford Teslas. Not even close. So Tesla's kind of strange that way. But if they actually figure out the self-driving car, then they will do the service. But that's not good enough, especially since, keep in mind, folks, everyone keeps saying, like, once in a while you'll get people say, oh, technology is improving faster. It's going to happen next couple of years. Do you know how many times I've been hearing within the next couple of years we're going to have this cracked? I've been hearing self-driving cars are coming within 1 to 3 years for 5 years now. 5 years. And it's, you know, it's always just something different. Like, and it's so bad right now that even Uber is considering selling off their self-driving division because it just doesn't work, and they had that death, and maybe to do it properly will just cost them too much money. Or maybe they're really looking at it, it's like, okay, we can't pretend anymore. We're on the hook for everything that goes wrong. Can we safely trust these cars? And that might, Uber, by spinning off the division soon, that might be their roundabout way of saying, no, we can't trust self-driving cars. We can never really trust them. Who knows? Now, of course, some people argue, well, you know, technology will kill people. Do you want innovation to be stifled because you are afraid of these things? And the answer is no, but again, it's not like going to the moon. When we went to the moon, the astronauts chose. They chose to put themselves at risk that they could die doing this. The lady who got hit by the self-driving Uber vehicle, she didn't choose that. She didn't choose to be part of that experiment. And that's why you see far less self-driving cars on the road. But it's a good talking point for investors. And admittingly, Elon Musk is probably feeling a little vulnerable right now. He has been sued by the SEC, and Tesla is apparently heading for a world of hurt soon. He's trying to sell new products to basically ease the concerns of the investors. And when an investor asks, are you going to be doing this? Because it seems like this is going to be a potential gold mine at some point. He says, well, obviously we're going to do it. Is he actually going to do it? Who knows? Again, he puts it on when the self-driving cars are ready. And I think that's just a typical answer for all these car companies. When Chevron's asked, oh yeah, we'll do that when the self-driving cars are developed. GM, are you going to do this? Oh, heck yeah, we're going to do it once the self-driving cars are, you know, on the road. It kind of actually seems almost like a pass the buck along, like, oh yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to assure investors we're going to do it. But then kind of the backhand thing to kind of confirm that they're not doing it is like, once the self-driving cars are confirmed, because I think all these car companies, as much as they talk, as much as they try to sell, I think most of them probably behind closed doors know the reality that this isn't something that's going to happen anytime soon. It's not even close to happening anytime soon. The cars are still crashing. The cars are still crashing. So I think this makes for a good headline. It makes for a good video to make. You know, I'm sure, you know, when I saw this, it's like, I bet I did not read the article before I started this, but it's like, this is probably going to be what I call a nothing burger. And now that I've read it, it is a nothing burger. But it made for a good headline, and it probably made for a good discussion. So, yep, everyone who's out there driving for Uber and Lyft, you get to keep your jobs for a while, and Uber and Lyft don't have to worry about direct competition. Here's where they would be worried. If Tesla was serious about this, if they had actually announced that they had plans to start the service next year, that would seriously jeopardize both Uber and Lyft going public. Because as Steve Jobs said, Dropbox is not a company. It's a feature. And while Dropbox is still wildly successful, and I still use Dropbox, there is this growing sense that, we have Apple Cloud, we have OneDrive, we have Google Drive. It's not something you can base a company around. It's a feature for the computer. So ride sharing, if the self-driving cars are out there, is a feature. And the last thing Uber and Lyft wants is for a company who has more than one business to have their main product as a feature. But I pass the question on to you, of course. Do you like this idea of Tesla getting into the ring? Do you trust Elon Musk? Do you think they're going to actually do this? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.